Alrighty, boys, got my morning coffee. So we're gonna talk about how to win people over. If you know, maybe you are going for a promotion and you want to win the interviewer over. Maybe you have a crush on someone and you obviously want her to like you and you want to win her over. Or maybe you just want to improve your social life so that you gain more friends and have more happiness in your life. I mean, who doesn't want more friends? So in this video, we're going to talk about how to win people over. And again, we're tapping in to the subconscious mind to do this. You know, 90 to 95% of our decisions we make in a day are made with the subconscious mind. If you want to win people over, you tap into the subconscious. Now, before we get into it, can you please toss this video a like? And as a reminder, we have a brand new video every single day at 10 a.m. So that bell notification button below, you should go ahead and click it. Now let's get into it. So basically, there's a few things we can talk about here. Now, the first is gonna be how you make people feel. You know, everyone loves to think we're creatures of logic and you gotta win people over this way, but the reality is people remember how you make them feel, not what you say to them. I mean, I'm sure you could think back to a day like 6 months ago or something like that where you had a blast with someone, whether it's some friends or whatever it was, and you probably couldn't even remember what they said on that day. Maybe you remember one or two things, but for some reason that day it just lights you up. You know, when you think about that day, you get excited, you're happy. Now, why is that? If you can't remember what they said to you, then why is that day so great? It's because of how they made you feel during that day. I mean, that's why girls, they love people that make them laugh. It's because they make them feel happy and good, you know? We're creatures of emotion. So you might be wondering, well, okay, how do I make people feel better? And there's a few ways you can go about this. Hold on. The first is obviously just be in a better attitude, you know? If you're in a joking attitude and you're happy, it radiates. People are going to enjoy that. Now, the second thing you can do, again, is where we're tapping into the subconscious, you know? This is a hidden power that very few exercise powerfully or correctly. And it's essentially charisma. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, what is charisma? I always hear about it. And essentially, charisma is body language plus tonality. Now, when you use body language correctly and you master your tonality, which we'll get into what that is in a second, you're going to notice that people, they look to you as a leader. You command respect where you go. You know, strangers, they kind of instantly treat you like a king anywhere you go. And a perfect example of someone that I always use is Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, as most of you guys know. Oh, hold on, crossing the street. That guy is a pro with his charisma. There's a reason you can just go and watch one of his videos, and I don't care how long it is, it consumes you. You can't get enough of it. And that's because of his charisma. It pulls you in, it catches people's attention, holds it, and the way people perceive you subconsciously when you have charisma, way better than anything you could ever imagine. Oh my God, we have a ton of, I don't even know if you guys can hear me, all these trash trucks and stuff going on right now, street cleaning. So with body language, what you want to do is essentially use your hands more. I mean, this isn't the best example, but you know what? I'm going to set down my coffee for you guys. I mean, you guys always notice that when I talk, I go like this and I'm always talking with my hands and stuff. Again, that's because I want to use my body language. People perceive me as more confident, and essentially it makes me more confident as well. And then you also have tonality. So what is tonality? Well, let me talk to you like this and see how long you listen for versus when I talk like this. I have more energy in my tone. You know, it just sounds way better. I mean, before you could just rewind 10 seconds and be like, okay, Adam, you're gonna talk like that, you lost me, you know? But there's a reason why people, they can captivate the room, captivate attention and hold it, get people so intrigued in what they're saying. And that's because of their tonality. Now, I'm not going to claim I'm an expert at tonality. I've practiced it, but I don't know the special traits. So if I was you and you want to work on tonality, well, YouTube it. Just type in how to master tonality or something like that. You'll see some videos. And then essentially, dude, everything's a habit. So when I first started working on my tonality and body language, neither of them felt natural to me. I was like, oh, this feels so uncomfortable. But I just kept forcing myself to do it for a month or two. And now it's second nature to me. I talk to people and they can feel my energy, and it just, all areas of your life are going to improve. My dating, oh my God. Tonality with the dating scene, next level. That's what made me realize the power of tonality. I was like, all I did was change my tonality and start improving it and start incorporating more body language as I talk. And all my dates, way better than I've ever had. Like, the dynamic totally switched. Just the way they perceived me, my value almost went up just from those two things alone. It was pretty crazy. Now, if you want to win people over, remember, it's how do you make people feel? So make them feel good. You're talking to them, compliment them. Make them feel good about themselves. Who doesn't want to feel good about themselves? No one. And then second thing is you got to start incorporating body language and tonality. Now, I actually have a course on body language. It's the 4 positions that if you master, and it's not even hard to master, you just got to make it a habit. But if you incorporate them to your life, you're going to notice, again, you'll command respect. People will perceive you as confident subconsciously, which is far more powerful than consciously. I'll leave the link to that below. But look, if you guys made it this far in the video, please make sure to toss this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps us grow this channel and reach more people. And if you found value, then that means others will too. So go ahead, do all those things. Then I actually want to hear, which one of these 3 factors are you going to start trying, and which one did you find the most interesting? Tonality, body language, or how you make someone feel? Let me know in the comments below.